Welcome to Growing Testimonies. Today, I want to talk about good life and good choices. I had the privilege of having two parents who made a choice to stick it out, to work it out, to love each other, to raise me and my sisters, and all of us have college degrees, high school education, and kids, and stable home. And I'm saying that because my parents made a good choice to instill things in their children, which passed down the acknowledgement of make good choices. I'm not saying me and my sisters are perfect, but I am saying that we've made some good choices in life to put us more on the winning side than not. And when we continue in good choices, we continue in having a good life. I have made some bad choices. Y'all can look at previous shows and see some of my bad choices. And um, I look at how often people, whoa, ambulance trying to get through, dig holes for themselves and expect other people to help them out. I'm not saying don't help people, but I am saying when you become somebody's source and you repeatedly helping them because they don't want to do something for themselves, that's not a good thing. And don't make children who are entitled, who always expect to get but don't expect to give back. Like my kids, I raised as a team players. We fold clothes together, wash dishes together. We do everything as a team. I truly believe in together everyone achieves more, and everybody need to do their fair share. But again, are we making good choices for life? I don't attend to too many social media outlets. I do my stuff on YouTube, but and I watch different things that I feel are appropriate for my mental feeding, and I rarely listen to music that has words because I don't need somebody else's experience, especially heartbreak songs, breakup songs. I don't need that in my head. I don't need to have to filter through that just because the beat is banging. I don't need some nonsense clouding my good sense, creating a destination based on thoughts, choices, actions, habits, bad choices. I don't want that. So I make a choice, and I didn't do this all the time. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't know any better, and I listened to some artists that were not so um, healthy for the mind, and had to deal with that for a time until I got that purged out of myself. In this stage of healing at 48, looking at life, that sometimes is not so great, but recognizing that I make a choice. I have a choice for me. I matter. You matter. Your children matter. Your parents matter. And in these choices, you have to choose balance. Time with God, time with yourself, time at work, time with loved ones, time with recreation, time. How do you manage your time? Because that's all you got. How is your time going to be spent on this earth? Are you going to make healthy eating choices, whether it is physical food, mental food, emotional food? How much drama are you going to endure? How much tea do you need to sip and popcorn do you need to eat? Really? I mean, at what point are you going to get drained and stained from drama that leads to trauma. And I'm not talking about just watching it on television. I'm talking about in real life, dealing with the negativity, empowering people to bring drama your way by entertaining yourself with it, listening to it, attending to it. Life is a choice, people. Life is a choice. And what you feed on, you're going to produce in your life. Your input determines your output. You eat a whole bunch of junk, your life is going to produce junk. Your body will tell you after a few years of eating junk what you look like eating junk. Your financial decisions will determine how healthy, wealthy, or much of a deficit you are. And if you are only a consumer, what are you producing? See, the plantation has changed in terms of who are you paying? Yeah, think about that. Who are you serving your money to? Who are you freely giving your money to? Who are you going to work for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or more, or less? But where does your money go? Does it go to clothes? Are you paying your house off? Do you even own a home? Do you know what that process looks like? And with all these choices, I mean, right now we got so many choices. You can choose to rent and not have to deal with the maintenance of a home. You can choose to own a home and eventually pay it off. You can choose to keep refinancing and never pay it off. I mean, choices. There's so many choices out here. You can choose to mess up your credit. You can choose to have good credit. Choices. I mean, there's no greater feeling than to go into any institution and say, I need some money, and they get to you. But you got to pay it back. And when you dig that hole of all them debts because everybody said yes, because your credit looked the best, and now you're under stress because you drowning in debt, that's your regret. Don't get upset because you didn't meet the quota of bringing in more than you put out. See, if you put out more than you bringing in, it's going to become a deficit. So, choices. You're going to choose to raise your kids. You're going to choose to raise your kids to make somebody's problem, or you're going to raise them to be somebody's blessing. Are you going to raise a good citizen? Or are you going to take time and recognize this child different from the other child, so I can't do this with them, but I need to do this with them? This child don't like what that other child like in terms of sports or whatever, and give them the freedom to have a choice or a voice in what they want to do for their life. And just because you don't agree with it, unless it's something just totally endangering and you know it's against what should be happening, I mean, give them grace to fall. Especially when they get grown, they should have been raised enough to make good decisions on their own. You can give your experience or wisdom on it, but at the same time, it may go in one side and not the other of their mind. So learn to be in flow. If God don't tell you to step in, leave it alone. He got it. Raise your children, if nothing else, to recognize and respect God, reverence God. They shouldn't be playing when you're praying. Every prayer shouldn't be ended with a joke. And when people don't have anything to pray for, that's something serious. They need to reconcile that. People in their feelings while they praying, God say come to him as you are, but at the same time, you need to have some respect for God. So, raise your children to respect God, reverence God. Raise your children to recognize that they are enough. And when they don't feel enough, Everybody deserves to have a moment. Are you a friend who does not allow your friend to have a moment when they feeling down, feeling bad, feeling blue? Everything got to be about you and you correcting and perfecting everybody? Sometimes that mirror get cracked because when you look back, looking kind of whack. Choices. We choose to abuse and lose or to use properly and win our friends. You choose to be trustworthy, respectful, have integrity, to do what you're supposed to do when nobody's around. You choose. You choose. It's your choice. It don't matter what happened to you in the past. You can make every excuse in the world about why you're not doing what you're supposed to do. But at the end of the day, if you just keep getting up and doing the best you can, making a good choice. And when you don't know what choice to make, pray. Ask somebody who you know is being successful in the place that you want to be successful. Don't lean into your own understanding all the time. But don't keep asking somebody who don't have their right mind about what you should be doing. Like, recognize the fruits of people's labor. You know whether people are ratchet or not. You know whether people are disrespectful or not. You know whether people have got their success through unrighteous living. Choices. Who do you choose to use as a confidant and advisor? Who do you choose? Are they God-fearing people? It's just things we gotta consider if we want to have a good life. A good life don't mean I'm on the beach every weekend and just living it up and all this other stuff. You gotta go to work sometimes. Unless you own the beach, how you gonna be on there every weekend? These are things that you have to recognize. Stuff costs. Just because you can get somebody to finance your dreams, that don't mean it ain't costing them time, money, and energy to get those things. Like, and then when somebody else finances that, what are you giving? Everybody ain't doing it for free. No matter how pretty you are, how muscular you are, how this or that you are, how much you lay it down. At some point, you got to recognize, what are you selling or what's for sale in you? And you got to pay up when it's time to pay up or get cut off. So, again, going back, plantation has changed. Who you giving your money to? How you getting your money? Can you sleep with yourself? Can you look in the mirror and be at peace with yourself when you do what you do? It's something to think about. Are you at peace with yourself with what you do? If your kids knew about everything in your life, would you be a proud parent? Think about it. No, a lot of us can't answer that affirmative. They knew everything about us. But for the most part, would they be proud of your life? And if you can't answer yes to that question, whether you got kids or not, you need to straighten up and make a better choice. God is here to support your choices. But if you don't make a choice, it's like choosing to be saved and choosing to renew your mind, change your mind about certain things and get what God said about it. You keep choosing the alternative. Death. Death don't mean 6 feet under all the time. Sometimes it just means disconnection from prosperity, blessings, success. Everybody gonna have a certain level of stress and things that they do because of choices or lack thereof. You always got a choice even when you don't think you got a choice. But with all that being said, what are you choosing? Who are you choosing? I got my baby girl with me right here. Give me some wisdom you give your friends, cause you say everybody be, they be coming to you for answers and stuff. This is my pretty, my baby girl right here. Speak loud.
prioritize yourself because if you can't prioritize yourself, then it's you put you're like saying you don't love yourself.
Say the last part again. Say it loud.
If you don't prioritize yourself, you're basically saying that you don't love yourself.
Does that mean being selfish though?
No,
All right. But it does mean you can tell people what.
no.
That's good. What are some things you say no to, or you have said no to prioritize yourself?
Do you want to go talk to these boys? Do you want to? Why don't you do this and that with him? Why don't you dress like this?
Oh, you said dress like this. What they ask you to dress like? Help some of these women out. This 13-year-old giving y'all wisdom on dressing. Go ahead. What was the priority on how you dress? Help me out with that.
Um, Showing skin. I don't like doing that.
I'm so proud of you. Go ahead.
Um,
And
yeah.
my baby beautiful. I'm just letting y'all know. My baby beautiful. She one of them all that girls. And I ain't just saying it because she my daughter. Go ahead, baby. She over here smiling. What else? What else you done told people no to?
Can you put me on with this guy?
That's good. Stay out of other folk business and relationships. So y'all heard it. 13-year-old choices. You don't have to deal with peer pressure. You can be better. And of course, y'all can read the scriptures. I just provide them and y'all can read along. You can pause, play, repeat tomorrow when it uploads. Thank y'all for tuning in. I pray you make good choices. And oh,